Hey everybody, it's Emily. Thanks for joining me again for Daily Connection. If you watched the one earlier today, you know that this is a twofer on Friday because I didn't do one yesterday and I needed to make up for it. And I'm glad I waited because I had a really good day. My message this morning, hopefully you got that. It was very to the point, and this one's going to be that way too. So let's just call this like in your face Friday because that's what I'm feeling. I'm going to take I have kombucha right here. I need a sip. So, those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Emily Olson. I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, speaker, encourager, and quipper. And I work with overwhelmed and gifted midlifers to help them create peace and productivity so that they can have margin and space and more impact in their life, their work, their relationships, their overall wellness, so that they can really get out there and overcome the challenges that are in front of them and their mindset to make a difference. And that's why we're here. That's why God has called us here, is to make a difference, to shine the light, to be different than those around us. And to be different means we have to do different things. And so that's what I'm going to talk about briefly. In fact, this is going to be pretty short and to the point because there's not much to say other than the shortness of what I'm going to say. So, okay. So I talk to a lot of people. As a coach, I've been doing this for 6 years now, and I've talked to a lot of people who are hesitant to get started on whatever sort of journey that they need to do, whether it's with their business, their work and their vocation, their relationships, their wellness, their personal growth, getting unstuck, dealing with their mindset, all of that. People are resistant to change. But I'm here to tell you, and I'm sure you've seen the memes like everywhere, like on Facebook or on Instagram or Pinterest, to do and be and experience something different than you're experiencing now. And oftentimes when I talk with people, it's because they want things to be better or more successful or more joyful or more peaceful or more grounded. To do those things differently, you have to do different things. You have to do things that you've never done before. If you want your life to look in a way that it has never been before, you have to do things that are different. You have to make that choice, regardless of the present situation that you find yourself in. Yeah, I'm all up on my soapbox right now. but and when I look at the people who I've worked with, who have been courageous to take the step and invest time and energy in themselves and money to find, many of my clients don't pay me up front. I work with them on a payment plan because I'm like, you know what? I want you to get started, and we negotiate like what is the down payment that works for you so that you feel invested in this, and we'll work out the rest between you and I. Okay? So, and a lot of coaches don't do that. I do that because I want you to take the step, and then I'm here to hold you accountable to whatever else we work out. And that's, that's different. I have several different ways that I do that with people. But in order to do that, so the people that I've worked with who've done that, both in time, in energy, in finances, they have made the sacrifice to do that because having someone like me walk with them, I have walked my own path. Some of you know some of my path, and I share that on a regular basis. There's a reason that I am doing what I'm doing, to walk with people who are in these places. And so to do something different, to have a different result, to continue to seek after and to make change and to not beat your head against the wall to get the same result, you have to do something different. You have to, regardless of what your present circumstance says. And that, again, as a Christian, is that God assures us, faith is the assurance of things not seen. When you take that step of faith, and I've done that, so I'm not saying that I've never done that. I've done that financially. I've invested my own money to find my own money to work with my coaches over the years, the people who I've worked with, and that have been invaluable in my growth and being able to do what I do for others. I've invested money in personal development, and so I'm not asking anyone to do anything that I haven't already done. But you need to know, whether it's with me or with anyone else, in order to make the change, you have to be willing to actually take the step of faith. Nothing comes unless there is steps of action. Absolutely. And I have current clients right now that would say to you that, like, once they start taking even tiny steps in one direction, they'll begin to see, I mean, it's kind of like the ripple effect. They'll begin to see effects, not even necessarily in the direction that they were going. They're like, oh, so there's something else that's changing over here because you are courageous to take action. And many of the people that I work with are people of faith, and God honors our commitment to take action. So if we're, it's our salvation, our standing is not dependent upon us. That's all God. That's all grace. But he wants us to actually step into how he created us and what we're supposed to be here for. And that he wants us to have joy and life and peace and freedom and gentleness and good relationships. And so I don't say any of this to gloss over difficult situations. I have clients right now that are walking through the valley of the shadow of death. And we are able to do that because they have a team of support, which includes me, in order to help them and help them begin to succeed in the ways that they want to succeed and the ways that they want to serve out of their weakness. Again, that's kind of like a theme this week, right? If you go back to earlier episodes this week, talked about, strength and weakness, that God's power is made right, is made glory in our weakness. So when you take that, but you have to be willing to say yes, even when everything around you says, don't say yes or say no. There will always be a way to make change happen. So I encourage you, wherever you are when you hear this message today, I highly encourage you to take whatever step that is that's in front of you. If there's an opportunity in front of you to make the change that you need to, I'm all like Michael Jackson, make that change. If you have to do that, the man in the mirror or woman in the mirror, okay, do it. Because things will not change until you begin to take action and actually move ahead. There will be people who will meet you on the way. And that's what I do. So I needed to say that tonight because I've had multiple conversations already again with people this week about you need to step into that. And I'm not one to really sugarcoat it. I think any of my past clients or current clients you would tell me, or people that I've worked with, I'm a very compassionate, energetic, positive person, but I'm also here to tell you the truth because there's not time. I talked about that earlier today, and I talked about it earlier this week, and almost in all of my daily connections. Time is your most valuable resource, and time is ticking. Not to make us feel nervous, but to say, what, we're here for a purpose. And the more time you let slide without actually beginning the process of understanding and living into what that is, that's wasted time. And I think everybody wants to be able to be in a place where they are joyful about what it is that they're doing and how they're serving other people. So, and if you are in this place, if you and I have ever connected, or if you've seen me on Daily Connection, or if you've followed me for the 6 years that I've been a professional coach, and you have not stepped up, and you're looking for help, even at the end of the year, especially at the end of the year, why wait until January 1st? Everybody says January 1st, right? But by, 2 weeks later, people's resolutions are by the wayside. Not even talking about like people at the gym and that kind of thing, right? Make the commitment to yourself now. So just a reminder, any client I have, I was saying a certain number, but I'm saying any new client that I have that wants to come on right now, I will do half price because I want you to actually take the step. I have clients right now that pay me weekly because for them, it's more important to be on the journey than to say, I had all the money up front. I'm fine with that. The people who are stepping into that show me that they are willing and ready to step up. So whatever, don't be afraid of what the payment is. It will be there. I've seen it hundreds of times over the 6 years that I've been doing this, that it happens. And it's happened in my own life too. When you step into that, it actually appears. God meets you at that step of faith. So if you are wanting to be a new client, start on up, I would love that. I do 90-day coaching. We do it very integratively. We work on your, if you own your own business, great. If you don't, that's fine. I work with leaders, Christian, business leaders, people who serve others, who are, CEOs and other business leaders, insurance people who are in marketing, social media, all of that. It doesn't matter your industry. We'll work on that piece. We work on your overall wellness. We look on your relationship health, and we work on your personal and spiritual growth, because together you can't pull at one thread without it affecting the other. And so we approach it from a very holistic, integrative way so that you can create a plan of action and authentic success that gives you peace, productivity, it gives you margin, Sabbath, rest, in order to actually move ahead in a way that helps you breathe and helps you be present for others. So thank you guys so much. Please message me. You can either comment below in whatever social media platform you find this on, or you can direct message me. If you're finding this on Instagram, feel free to direct message me, or on LinkedIn, or on YouTube. On Facebook, feel free to message me here on my page as well. So you guys have a wonderful Friday night. Please know that I love you. And the reason I speak like this is so that you can become the best, most equipped person that God has created you to be, so that you can begin to live into that. We all have things to overcome. Take the steps. Do it. Do it today. And I can't wait to see what the next 90 days brings. So definitely get a hold of me. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have a fabulous Friday night, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.